Greetings, I'm Luz.
And I'm Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Oh, it didn't finish downloading. Well, hey guys, welcome back to the Arcana, where we are
taking the Julian path and finding ourselves feeling a little bit trapped, just to be perfectly honest.
Yeah,
like
salty bitters.
There were pieces where we wanted to make choices that there were no choices available, and it wasn't clear how we ended up there.
No kidding.
And apparently,
loud.
based on that, are we still upstairs, like, in the kitchen with Asra, or have we, like, passed tonight? A loud knock from the front door interrupts my usual morning ritual.
It's the next day.
We already went to bed, slept it off, and got up in the morning.
And we had a long, cold draft before.
That seems like a weird place to cut it off. We're just sitting there staring into our cup. We still never said hello. Welcome back to Asra.
How are you? What happened?
How are things? Also, by the way, we'd love to talk about these dreams we had. They were fascinating. Were you actually, like, dreaming that too? I actually had a vision of you in a fountain where it seemed like we were conversing with each other. Was that happening? Can I confirm or deny? Additionally, why was Julian looking for you? Why did you curse the boy? We have so many questions. I am not at this point feeling confident that the game will answer any of them, but there we are.
Probably if we do Asra's route, I assume.
Knock from the front door interrupts my usual morning ritual. Pulling me down the stairs of the shop. It just drags me down the stairs. I wonder vaguely who it could be. It's like a summons, like saying sit to Inuyasha. It just drags you down the stairs when people knock. It's like in Spirited Away when Chihiro is pulled down the hallway to go see the you go through all the doors. I wonder vaguely who it could be. It's still early, and we haven't been open for the past few days because I've been at the palace.
Few days, hang on. Is that also possibly implying that we've actually now been with Asra for a few days?
I don't know. I'm hoping it's saying that this is the morning after Asra arrived and that we've been at the palace for a few days, so that's why the shop hasn't been open, because neither have been here. But
I'm having a panic. It's fine.
Asra's nowhere to be seen, but that's not strange. He's gone. He's often gone before I wake up. I'm just gonna drink my hot cocoa and call it good.
It's fine. Nat, are you home? It's Portia. We really need to talk.
Since I can't get your brother to talk to me, that makes sense. Portia, what is she doing here? Did something happen to Julian? I open the door, hesitantly, and move aside to let her in.
There you are. Glad I caught you before you left.
Good thing she looks relaxed.
Oh, is this what your shop looks like? Look at this place!
You love it, don't you? Isn't it cute? You see, we almost had Julian as a house husband here taking care of it. Wouldn't that have been adorable?
Oh, it was being very cute.
Portia peers down at a crystal ball, fingers hovering just over the glass before she pulls them quickly away. Then she moves us to a shelf of herbs and starts to examine them. Does she smell all the smells in the shop? Because I always smell the shop every time I walk in. She should be breathing and sniffing. I need her to do it. She should... smell it all.
God, I smell everything. Fennel and thyme and all these other things that... What are they?
Saffron and myrrh and frankincense and murder. Oh. Julian. No. Murder. Julian. No. In case you don't know, we reference a lot of vines on this show. Yeah. Portia, you said we needed to talk? I'm glad you like my shop and all, and I'm kind of charmed, but you said,
Oh, sorry, Ned, you're right. My lady wanted me to come check up on you, see how you were doing in the investigation.
You mean because I disappeared 2 days ago and I haven't spoken to anyone since?
Does she have sideburns? Does she have...
If that thing in front of her ear, if that thing in front of Julian's ear is a sideburn, she's got sideburns too, and I just don't agree with it.
Everybody in this story has sideburns.
We all have floopy hair, which equals sideburns. Why? Since I've been missing for 2 days, you seem really unconcerned about it.
You know, with Julian?
Her smile fades like it was never there. I'm working on it. Do you want me to catch him? Nobody's communicating about it. So she just shows up. Oh, hey, Ned. I'm not going to mention the fact that you've been missing for at least 2 days and you didn't tell anyone where you're going or say anything about it. And even though she's expected you back at the palace constantly, every single night as her honoured guest, nobody cared. But I'm just here casually to check in. How's the investigation going?
By the way, this thing, how's it going?
That feels really weird.
It does feel weird.
Super weird. I'm working on it. I'm just going to ask, do you want me to catch him? I'm not going to be defensive if I'm working on it, because I'm not working on it. I'm not investigating anything.
Oh, we have no story, no nothing.
I've literally done zero investigation. I've hung around him to get a character profile. That's it.
Pretty much.
Just watch you and see who you are.
Also, I might have feels at you, but I don't know.
But I don't know.
My little nose hairs will twiddle out of my nose of thought and disdain of curiosity.
Do you want me to catch him?
Me? Why would that matter?
He's your brother, and if Nadia catches him, she'll hang him. Are you really all right with that?
No. Are you?
He doesn't even know if he's the murderer. Does anyone know if he's the murderer?
I know!
Can I ask one relevant question in this game? One! Give me one. Do you think he did it? Do you know how to tell if he did it? Did anyone see him do it? Do we have probable cause? I want probable cause right now. It doesn't take much self-reflection for me to find my answer. Even after everything that's happened. No. Especially if he doesn't know if he did it. Especially if no one knows if he did it. Especially since no investigation has happened of any kind that I'm aware of. Also, usually if you hire someone to investigate something...
And I think you're full of shit.
If you hire someone to investigate something that's gone on previously, you want to give them all the notes that you had prior. Like, that's really what you want to do. So, in the case of going, hey, nerd, I'm going to hire you as a personal investigator. Here's everything we know about what happened. They didn't even tell us that, by the way, his corpse was burned and still is up in the attic. I say attic loosely, just so you know. Like, they told us sex jamming in the sex dungeon that was up in the attic.
Hey, why not? It's the sex fungeon is what it really was.
Woo! It's the burning attic room, it's fine.
Oh, that's right. We get a little kinky up there.
We get kinky in the upstairs. We just touch our portraits like, wow.
Wow!
I'm just like... When we were being given, I was still like, that portrait was that high. It was hung up on the wall and we're short. We put our hand forward. You got a high risk of grind, my dear. Just, pop, there it is.
Unless, like, we're really, like, leg.
Oh, look, we just touched the leg. I'm going to touch the butt.
You touch
Nemo, don't touch the butt.
Touch the butt.
Nemo, no.
Nemo. Yeah.
So I'm like, we've been given no information. Nobody even told us whether he was burned to death, whether he was stabbed, whether anything. We don't know how he died. We don't know when he died. We don't know if anyone else was suspected at all. We have nothing on this case.
This is not an investigation. This is a witch hunt.
No. Tension fades from Portia's shoulders. She lets out a low breath and then smiles brightly at me.
Great. So we're partners then.
You mean in not investigating him to prove his innocence?
We're partners then.
I told him I could date his sister. Partners, you
Yes!
bet!
Oh, yeah, honey, at least I know that I'll be dating you, right? What?
I could date both of you. Obviously, that's fine. Brothers and sisters marry people together all the time if they're Siamese. Why not? You can do it if you're separate. It's fine. It's not like you'd be dating each other. You'd literally just be marrying the same person together. It's not like there has to be anything weird about it at all.
No, it's true. I think actually I've heard about that in some... Like, at least in some, like, either fictional cultures or in some, like, real cultures. I cannot recall off the top of my head at all, because I'm an idiot. But sometimes what you would have is that you would literally marry... Oh, no, what I'm talking about, that happens in the U.S. all the time. You literally would have multiple wives in this situation in the U.S. all from the same family.
Mm-hmm. So they're sisters,
yeah. So you would have just sister wives.
Mm-hmm. That kind of thing.
Or in this case, you'd have a sister wife, sister husband. So...
Sibling spouses.
All right, there we go.
Headcanon, sibling spouses.
All right,
we coined the term. If anyone says sibling spouses, it
was us.
We did it.
I claim copyright.
Partners, are we dating now?
Well, we both want the same thing, right?
All you need is one thing in common, right?
You don't want my brother to die, and I don't want my brother to die. Now we just have to work on making sure my brother doesn't want my brother to die.
That's really observant, actually, because he does seem to want to die.
He's a little suicidal.
Yes.
We need to get him out of the city. As long as he's in Vesuvia, he's in danger.
We don't know if he is still in Vesuvia.
We also don't know why he's freaking here.
He came for answers and then gave up on it. It's fine.
He seems very...
What about Nadia? Will he let us help? I feel like we need answers to both of those things.
Those things are both very
those are not mutually exclusive questions. Those are sequential questions. You ask one and then the other. Not one or the other. Like, really?
I'm like, yeah, Nadia's really important, and also him going, will he let us help? Or like...
Well, we don't have to ask, will he let us help, because she'll know how to approach her brother, so that's less important because she would know that answer already.
That's true.
So we would say, what about Nadia? What do we do? That would be more appropriate, because one person in our party would now already have a good idea of whether or not he'd let us help.
Yeah, that's actually... So, probably, what about Nadia would be a good idea, because we don't know Nadia very well.
Right. Even though we might like to have the answer of, will he let us help, we can assume that she knows... And therefore, we don't need the answer because she's going to be driving the action to find him, knowing him way better than we do.
Yeah, pretty much.
What about Nadia? Won't she see this as a betrayal? Not if we actually spoke to her about anything, but we don't seem to talk to anybody about anything.
No shit. That's why she can't find out.
Because we're not going to try and prove his innocence, we're just going to help him run away again.
Right? Because that's useful. Listen, half the town...
They do! We fucking knew it! Pardon the language, we really knew it.
I'm like, bullshit, there's no way!
They
The
did!
people would've- I'm
They
also
love
like,
him!
They really do!
He hasn't done nearly as bad as he thinks he has, he just hates himself.
Which is very confusing also, though, too. Like, what has happened where he's basically crumpled that far? Like, usually there is a process. There's something going on.
If he's been sitting with years of, I can't remember whether or not I killed this person, and he could have just exacerbated every challenge he's ever had, going, if my memory is faulty and I cannot interact with it at all, I'm just tearing myself to pieces.
But
all
also
over.
you have to consider, so in regards to where we've actually talked about amnesiacs before, you literally freaking cannot remember. The level of emotional attachment to that is so weird. Like, we knew actually and worked with somebody who was an amnesiac. Like,
Yeah?
he could not remember,
It's
like,
true. Many
10 years of his life.
Yes.
It was wild, and he was just like, he's like, it doesn't really bother me.
Because
there's nothing there.
There's nothing there to feel bad about. The only way it would bother him is if it kept getting thrown in his face. People kept mentioning it. It kept being the thing.
And he did mention he would get
It's
really irritated, but that's mostly, though, against other people of going like, I don't know, stop talking to me
Right.
about it.
I knew you before you got in your accident. I don't remember you. Well, let me talk to you about it. I don't remember any of that.
Yep.
And going, well, you should remember. No. Or let me connect you artificially and assume I still know you. You don't know me anymore. I'm a different person.
Yep.
Anyway.
Listen, half the town's adores Ilya. The other half thinks he's a murderer. But do you really think executing him will do anything good for Milady?
No.
No, of course not, because we don't even know what the hell's going on. I don't think he did it, and even if he did, I'll still feel the same. He's my brother, except that that's actually also not okay. If you have... So I hate to say that this is actually
just to protect them.
This is a morality question where people are like, you would turn in your own family. And I guess also the thing though is for here, maybe I would probably be more lenient in the sense of Count Lucio sounds like a jackass.
On the other hand, you shouldn't kill people just because they're bad people.
No
at all.
kidding!
But basically, there's a moral weight of some people going, you'd turn in your own family, that's horrible. And going, if you believe in the law, whether the law is don't kill people or whether the law is pay your taxes.
And also in the sanctity of other people's lives.
If you believe in it, you should turn them in whether you're family or not. And that isn't a moral weight on you other than saying I want to be part of the society I'm a part of, which is what allows me to have a family anyway.
Right?
Anyway.
Milady's been cut from the people for too long. If she does this, the city could turn on her. Except half the city and the other half.
Has she been cut off from the people? Does she never leave the palace ever? Is she just isolated up there? Is that why she always looks lonely?
I love Milady. I love Ilya too. Is it naive to want them both happy and safe?
No, not at all. We just need to find out.
So Asra was dating Julian, and Portia was dating Nadia.
There we go.
This is clearly what's going on here.
And we didn't work out that way, but we still have that tension behind us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where do we find him?
I think I might know where he is. Follow me.
Hang on, are we still in our pajamas?
Ha! Also, we are right back to the same
with you in our pajamas, like we just woke up.
My morning routine. I was brushing my teeth.
I just had my toothbrush.
I was plucking my nose hair.
Oh, God.
Doing my eyebrows.
I was doing my hair in the elaborate style I always do it in that Julian messes up every time he touches my head.
Which is really annoying.
The tavern is quiet as we step inside. A few patrons mill about, talking in low murmurs. The burly bartender behind the counter nods at us, then goes back to cleaning glasses. It does speak to Julian's success as a doctor and as a person if the only reason half the town hates him is because of the supposed murder, and the other half love him. And so whatever he thinks his failures are, he's going in that direction of essentially Schindler's List, and going, now that it's all over, I could have done more, I could have done better, I could have done something else. The fact that there are any bodies at all means that I'm a failure.
Yes, I love that where people, so I actually had a problem with that. I sometimes have it as well, but I used to have way bigger of a problem. I would literally go into massive depressive spirals about why, or I could have done this better, I should be better, I should have done this thing, I should have done... You can destroy yourself with the possibilities.
Of what could have happened or how you could have done better.
Really also just sounds like he might also just need help. Actual,
I get it. What Julian needs is a therapist.
I was going to say, and also the thing is going medicinal, so you could have so I just jokingly so you can have weed.
So he needs what's the one that everyone takes when they're stressed out?
Oh, lordy.
Is that we gave him whatever, and to, chill them out and knock them out on the couch, or to calm them down.
Oh,
God,
lordy. I cannot
someone
remember.
took it, and I can't think of it right now. Dear God. Anyway, it's this one that they give you if you're really high-strung and stressed out, and I cannot think of it. It's really popular in movies.
That was the person that we worked with, too.
Yeah, and she took some.
She took some.
So there was another person we looked at.
St. John's Wort?
No, it's the other one, the
No.
one that's actually prescription.
Oh.
And I can't. Anyway,
That's fine.
the burly bartender behind the counter nods at
trying
us,
to remember.
then goes back to cleaning glasses. It's not very busy, but Portia seems so sure. Noticing my concern, she turns to me with a smile.
Trust me, I know my brother. He definitely hang at a place called the Rowdy Raven.
And he has done. So
Actually,
you're actually guessing and you don't know? Good
I'm
job!
also just like, damn, do we not remember this place? We've been here before. Why would be? I'm super nervous. Are you really sure about this? We've seen him here. He's come back to this place twice, 2 or 3 times, actually.
Additionally, when he left us, did he not leave the city? Why not? Going, nerd, I have to put you down and go away from you. So are you leaving the city to keep yourself safe? Or are you going, you sound like you're either leaving the city forever or going to turn yourself in to die. Like, those were the two things that conversation felt like.
Yeah, yes, accurate.
Yes. And so us going, no, we're all chill, it's fine. He just walked away from you. The only tension we were building was whether or not he was into you, not whether or not he was going to live or die or disappear forever.
Oh, no pressure.
It's fine. I cannot read the tone of this game. Apparently I am predicting everything wrong, except for some of the dialogue. We both look around the room when a flash of auburn catches my eye in the far corner. He's literally just sulking in the damn bar. Julian, he's slumped over his table, face obscured by mussed hair.
I'm so fucking drunk right now.
The stein in his hand isn't the only one near him. Glasses litter the table. In fact, we're going to have to carry him out of here. Drop him into the damn canal.
Julian, this is an intervention.
Hang on. We're going to go outside. We need to go grab 4 pint cups. We're going to go outside, dip them into the canal, and we're going to dump him on his damn head. Boosh! You wake up, boy. We are going to sober him up the way Fezzik sobered up Inigo Montoya in The Princess Bride. Just one barrel of water, another barrel of water, one barrel of water. It's fine.
Oh, boy. There he is. Listen, when he gets like this, what he really needs is a good boot to the arse.
You mean not a head to the barrel?
I want to head to the barrel. You want to deliver it, or should I?
Well, he likes my assertiveness, which I didn't show the entire time he dropped me, so maybe I should. I can do it. Honestly, I'm between I want to see the I can do it part of it, but I also want to let her go reprimand her damn brother, who she never gets to see.
And also the other thing is, too, is that she is his sister.
She knows him better?
Yeah.
Also, if we show up to boot him out of his drunkenness, it sounds like we're basically approaching him about our relationship, so I think letting her do it would be more appropriate.
It would,
because he won't know the context of us being there.
Yeah, alright, no, that's fair.
So we're not being passive here. We're going, you go ahead so that it doesn't look like, hey, Ilya, I know you dropped me, but by the way, I'm back. Let me just sit in your lap and cuss
invade
you
your
out.
space, yep.
And cuss you out. I'm better than that. You go ahead. I'll watch.
A lot. Right. Ilya! What do you think you're doing?
Julian jumps a little, yeeting his mug through the nearby window. Crash! Oh, nearly dropping his stein. He lifts his head slowly, blinking blearily up at us. Oh, so you're depressed that you broke up with me and you're trying to drink it away instead of take care of yourself. Sounds like you. Except for you didn't break up with us because we weren't actually together. It's fine.
Pasha?
Yeah, you gotta be drunk.
Nerd! How the two of you? Where'd you come from? How'd you find me?
This is literally one of 2 places I've ever been with you inside of a building. It was not hard.
Honey, I only know 2 innards. And that's
And
it.
you know what? We've been to this one together twice. So, here.
It was easy. We just followed the sounds of self-loathing and day drinking.
Well done. Beautiful.
I
Gold
applaud you.
star. Yay! Well done.
What are you doing here? Do you want to be caught?
I think R works better for the emphasis, but they're going U is the emphasis. I don't know.
Caught? Here? Nonsense. The bird would fly and then cause a racket.
I love the implication that he's just half naked drinking. He's got his shirt completely open, sitting there with his chest and belly button bared, leaning over some, flaggers with his
And
cloak
it's all like
standing nearby.
crusting down his chest hair because he's probably missed.
Because he's spilling some of he's that
Slobbing.
drunk.
That
But
is
I'm
so
like,
gross.
you're there in a white shirt that's completely open, just like, this is fine and normal behavior. How are you?
Well, I have no money.
I'm fine.
What did I get caught? I deserve it.
You are self-destructive. Will you stop it, sir?
We get it. And
Get
we're
it.
only 8 chapters in. I want to die.
You've only dug it in like 19 times that you essentially want to die because you feel like you deserve it.
It's not safe for you to be near me.
Actually, it's fine because for 2 days when I completely disappeared, no one cared or even noticed. Even your good sister here, who really likes me and is very connected to me, never once asked where I was.
Oh my god.
Clearly doesn't care at all whether I, am present or not, Portia.
Stabbed. It's like that K.O.
I just look casually over at Portia going, because you never... And Portia's just dying soul, leaving body. I'm like, are you okay? You just said that. Lord, are you alright? Portia.
You better go before you get tangled in my mess.
Because clearly you'd be able to run coherently from the bells if they were rung in the state you're in. We'd more likely just fold you up and shove you under the table and hope they don't see you.
Pretty much, you'd probably do fine. You're not going anywhere without you. You're my brother. I'm already tangled in your mess.
It's true.
Do you have some kind of death wish, Ilya?
He's just said as much, actually, so yes.
Pasha. Oh no. Don't cry. Oh, don't. I'll cry if I want to. It's your fault, you know.
She wipes angrily at her cheeks and turns away with a sniff, lower lip trembling.
You better hold me back, Ned. Before I fight him, and then
That's
he will
so
be
cute.
killed.
And then I will have murdered him and it will all be done anyway. He's hello, Mrs. Bennett. I just...
Pasha, I'm sorry. I don't know that caused you both trouble. This is what happens.
Oh, look, you behaved irresponsibly because you said you would hurt everyone and you fulfilled your own prophecy.
You
like a jerk. You could have just not done that. But no, look, I'll prove to you how bad I am by deliberately being bad. And you could have chosen something else.
Hello, Edgelord. How are you doing? Here I go. Misery follows. And
You mean-
Portia leans over and bitch slaps him like...
You mean where you go, you behave stupidly and don't think about your choices? Really? How amazing that it hurts people's
you're so
feelings.
self-centered. That doesn't mean you could just give up. You'll die, Ilya.
Glad my makeup didn't run everywhere. I love this waterproof eyeliner. It's lovely.
Excellent. Nadia gave it to me, and I've never seen without it.
I'm so grateful.
Maybe I deserve to.
Are we just gonna keep... I feel like broken record at this point.
Come on!
Friends, both of you. I'm gonna put a hand on one of your shoulders and I'm gonna use your upper arm because you're too damn tall.
Even when you're sitting down.
I'm just gonna be like my fellow dudes.
My homies.
My homies. Chill. Look. We've established that you are suicidal, even if it's passively, just by having harmful behavior. You can both put it down. Now let's get him out of here.
All right, let's go.
Julian shakes his head, dropping back into his seat
Stood up?
and swallowing
Oh,
hard.
no, it's if
did.
he like sat forward.
Mm.
And then he probably slumped back. Bah! On the end of this time over here. Please. Make it another salty bitters.
I'm gonna dump it over your head and ruin your fluffy, beautiful hair.
I'm gonna ruin your whole shirt. Watch me.
You know what you're about to have? You're about to have a wet t-shirt contest with yourself.
And you're going to win, because you're the only one playing.
Yep. Julian doesn't look like he's planning to move anytime soon, but we can't afford to stay here all day and watch him drink his life into a pit. We need to make a plan. Comfort him?
No.
We need to make a plan.
No.
Yes,
Why would we
he
enable
needs support, but his life being in danger is more important than his emotions right at this moment.
I hate to say it.
Well, you have two options. You can either spend the day here crying... We can either spend the day here crying into our drinks and hating each other.
You should. Delicious.
They taste better with tears, don't they? Or...
That's why it's salty bitters, you know, it just adds a bit of flavour.
Or we can find out the truth and discover what really happened. And damn your memory, it doesn't matter whether you know or not. There are facts.
Or, a third option, we get Julian out of town now and figure out the rest later.
Julian.
Sorry, that was me. I'd read that.
It was.
Get Julian out of town.
Figure out the rest later. Actually, that's a really good option. I love that
That's
option.
a great option.
Let's get him somewhere
Because we still
safe.
don't have the story, but we also need to get the story from him. For what?
Well, maybe. There should be other people involved.
What?
Why not? Run away. You ran away before.
You lasted for 8 years. Grow the hell up. That's actually a long time.
Right?
I can't just run away, Pasha. I tried before. I do work out, so I understand the face of music.
But you're not facing the music.
There's no music to be faced. You've crawled into a corner waiting for them to come find you like, I'm passive-aggressive. Quick, slit my wrists for me.
That was a little dark, but it's okay. No, but I just it's time to face the music, but you're not facing the music. You're running away from your problems here, too. I'm still also like, why are you half-dressed?
Excuse me, sir, you're naked. Fine. So if you didn't kill the Count, someone else must have, right?
Unless he's not dead.
I actually didn't think about that.
So you know what? Someone else might need to be brought to justice.
Taking you idiot.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Years.
I stepped on my friend. I stepped on my friend.
Ow! Ow! It's fine.
Oh dear.
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay, by him, the last episode. This is Julian in the last episode. I've thought of everything and looked into every possibility and every eventuality ever. So I've done everything there is to ever do, period. Did you consider that if you didn't kill him, someone else did? Oh my God, I didn't think of something. Really?
Either I did, or there's another killer on the loose. Which is bad. It's bad if there's another murderer out there. Is it me?
It is.
I wanted to be the only one.
It was giving me so much fuel for self-hatred.
Look at this. It was my entire aesthetic. Let's be clear here. All signs point to me.
Do they?
I don't even know the story.
We don't know what any of the signs are. What signs point to you?
Twit? We still don't know that, Ilya. Should we wait to find out for sure?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. He's just like, let me control all the conversations ever. And we, the nerd, just stand here going, well, I won't contradict you. You know, except
I just want to know.
relevant. I won't contradict you. I just want to know, do you like me? I don't really care, but I love that face.
That's actually a great face. Where's my favorite emoji? But I suppose we should, but I don't think I can do this on my own.
Okay.
Oh my God, nobody literally said you have to do it on your own.
There are literally two of us standing right here, and you are both chopped liver. You may as well just be a draft in the bar.
What are you again? Oh yeah, you just decorations to the inconsistency that is my life.
What are
and my
we?
bowel movements, actually.
Well, you see what we are, is we're ornaments to your self-doubt and loathing.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to. We'll figure it out together. We're literally standing right here, suggesting we figure this out.
So, if we can't get Julian out of the city, yet, what's the next step?
Right. We're going to need a plan if we want to discover what's happened that night. So first we need a
Finally?
plan. Now we need a plan. So 2 minutes ago, we need a plan. Now we need a plan. Okay, but he's refusing to leave until we figure out what happened that night. Really, nobody else in all this time has ever tried to figure out what happened that night? Also, Portia, if you're one of the Countess's only friends, has she never talked about it ever? Did you not work in, near, or anywhere around the palace when this happened?
Years.
Nobody's
talked about it.
And you've never asked questions on your brother's behalf, on your own behalf, and the only timeline we have is the I haven't seen you in 8 years. We don't even know. Maybe for some reason he showed up and it killed him during a time where she was somewhere else. Like, we got nothing here.
But I'm also like servants gossip. Bullshit.
Right? People would be talking about the major event that happened in the past. Maybe she only started working there a couple of years ago and him working there is unrelated. Who knows?
I don't freaking know. It's fine.
Julian's life could depend on it. If only he could just remember. That doesn't matter. There are like 900 other people involved. Why is that the only thing you need? We should start at the scene of the crime. It might help jog Julian's memory, because no other facts or people are relevant in any way.
Please don't tell me that means you're going to try to take him in the palace.
And put him in the burned torture room.
Like that would be... No, you are! Don't do that!
Clearly we're going to have to use the back ways and pathways and hidden doorways. It's fine.
That's so stupid. I don't understand. All right. It won't be a problem for us. How will you get in the palace undetected?
Why is anyone not arguing that maybe his memory coming back isn't the most important thing and there are other people to interview or ask about this because there were other people that existed during that time?
Holy crap. If someone sees him, it's all over.
Well, clearly we need to disguise him as you. It's fine. We'll just say you grew a foot taller.
More like 6 feet taller.
More like a couple of feet taller. It's fine. Give him your best dress. We'll just We'll just
look
lengthen
fi-
the seam.
It'll be fine. We can do it.
It'd be great. And then it'll be fine. That is a problem. But we could always disguise him as a performer of some kind and put a mask on him, because this is not going to turn into let's think more. It's going to turn into let's be Ratatouille and try not to be seen.
That would be brilliant. What if it is actually a play?
What if they don't see him? What if we turn him into someone else?
Oh no! See, I
right.
thought you were going to be clever and go, hey, let's perform a play. You know, like Hamlet.
Or like the one that was happening down, offensively in, the lower district. And they'll wear masks pretending to be other people.
And since they're supposed to be there, they wouldn't really necessarily worry about. That would be fascinating.
Let's get a group of players and they'll rehearse there before your damn grand ball so they can put on a performance at it.
It would work great. Anyway.
All right. Since when can you use spells? There's a spell I can use, something to disguise him. Are you sure, nerd? You've never been this confident about any of your own skills ever.
What? You mean I'd become another person?
It's okay, I'd make you beautiful.
I love the fact that also we're just like, this is the first time also we've really ever brought up or used magic outside of the Arcana at all.
Of just going, I can use magic. We've also been super doubtful of our own magical skills consistently.
I know, but who would I become?
Clearly someone not wanted for murder. We can turn you into the pumpkin seller. He needs an illustration. Pumpkin bread seller.
Oh no, are we gonna turn him into Asra?
Oh, God. There's only one person who would make sense to be traveling with me and Portia. I'm gonna turn you into Asra, but I don't know how Julian will feel about it. Maybe I'd better not tell him. You won't know what you look like, so it's okay.
No, that's terrible.
Maybe I may not tell you. This is a terrible idea.
Asra. This is awful.
Also, you could have anyone traveling with you. You could literally be like, this is my friend. This is someone who does investigative work. This is someone who is going to consult with the cooks. Like, the only person who would make sense, because everyone knows you so well that they know the only person you know is Asra. And therefore, they'd be confused if you're traveling with anybody else at all.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
Period.
That doesn't make any sense at all to me.
I think I know. Let's go out into the alley. I'll change you there. We're gonna take him to the palace drunk off his ass? Why?
So suddenly drunk and Asra. Slams into the wall, smears
Would we
down.
ever do that? He can barely stand or walk. He's drinking like 16 tankards of wine. Look at this! We head out to the alley. Portia and I supporting Julian as he tries vainly to keep his balance. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna transform him now and watch him stumble for a day's travel to the palace, and then sobering up into it. It's fine.
I'm fine. I'm gonna die.
Oh my God.
Also, like, we don't know where Asra is. So what's gonna happen is that we're gonna go to the palace and Asra's going to be there
already, because we don't communicate with him, and he didn't say he was leaving on a trip again, so he's somewhere in town.
Oh, he totally is. So basically, we're setting ourselves up for stupid. I'm gonna call it right now. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna run into Asra at the damn stupid palace, but because it's too early in the story, they can't actually get caught necessarily, so it's going to be a stupid hijink thing for a minute where we keep yanking them in and out of rooms or some crap like that.
It's okay. Asra only wears one outfit so we can dress Julian properly.
Except the thing is we're just making you look like them. Does that mean that they contain the same space as them?
Also meaning, are you going to be the same size as him? Are you going to smell like him? Are you going to sound like him? Are you going to have any of his affect or mannerism?
Wow, Asra, you seem really strange. No, I'm a little drunk.
It's okay. It was a 6-hour walk to the palace. You're sobered up.
No, because sometimes that changes, so I call bullshit.
Yeah, so, okay, so
I think it's gonna be hijinking.
Place your bets now. Do you think Scandal's right if you haven't seen the game? Because I have not seen it.
Well, I haven't seen it either.
We stop in a secluded corner, well away from prying eyes. What I mean is neither of us have seen it, so if you, the watcher, has seen it.
Okay.
I've never done this myself, but I've seen Asra do it dozens of times, and I'm suddenly confident that I can do it, even though I've been confident about nothing else. I just need to focus.
And then Julian throws up because you greatly fuck it up and turn him into a vampire eel.
Or you picked him up and hauled him out of there stumbling, and then he vomits aggressively in the back alley, splattering ale everywhere. And you go, well, you're going to smell like ale and vomit now, which is not usually what Asra smells like, so we better get you a bath first.
Yeah, great.
Thanks. I gather some dirt from the ground, blowing it on Julian. It shimmers in the air, then settles on his skin, rippling with magic. And then suddenly, he's different.
Huh? Who's that? He's handsome. What I look like?
He glances around and then scrambles to a puddle, dropping down to his knees to peer at his reflection.
You
Okay,
look like Asra.
your lighting has to be just right to be able to see yourself in a puddle. Just
Like
so you know, they're
them.
not all reflective.
Oh my god.
We changed your clothes too, it's fine. You smell terrible. Oh my god!
I'm definitely too drunk to look like my own damn ex. This is ridiculous. Also, I love the smile. They
I
grabbed
know they
from-
did. They described Julian smells like another good job, so you're not very well described.
Oh no!
That's
This is
so
gonna be terrible.
funny. Okay, we should stop there. It's gonna be a shorter episode, but I think we should wrap that up.
That's
This
fine.
is
I'm fine
so
with
bad. Chapter 2, Master of Disguise.
I am the master of disguise. I am the master of disguise.
But the yo-yo master, he just kept
Yowing! Well, this has been Scandal.
And I have been Lies, and it was great playing a
with
game.
you.
Yes.